Man, he got an early one across the field, so I couldn't let him do that again. So, and then I seen open field when I got the ball. It's like nobody's catching me from here.
Yeah. What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And yo, today I want to talk about Daron Bland, man. 5th round pick out of Fresno State, out of last year's class, man. And this was a great find for Will McClay and the Dallas Cowboys. And I know Trayvon Diggs has mentioned it on Twitter, saying Daron Bland is the best cornerback in his class. Now, I like Sauce. So I would probably give the nod to Sauce Gardner, right? But outside of that, Daron Bland has played better than the Derek Stingleys and some of the other cornerbacks in last year's class. So maybe 2, 1B, but I definitely like Sauce Gardner out there in New York. But what I want to do is break down the film. And if you watch the film, he's out there playing lights out, y'all. So on this very first play right here, you'll see that the Patriots are coming out in 3-by-1 set. You have Daron Bland up top in man coverage. And typically, as we always talk about in man coverage, you want to run those crossing concepts, like meshing concepts, a lot of things we talked about this past summer. But watch Daron Bland be able just to stay in this wide receiver's hip and still make a play on the ball. I mean, honestly, he almost had 3 interceptions this game. If you go through the film, he was out there hawking. So with the absence of Trayvon Diggs, it's going to be very important that Daron Bland isn't our cornerback 2 per se. He's going to have to take a leap to really be our cornerback 1. And I think that he has the talent to really do so. And I think that's what Dan Quinn and the staff really likes about him, is the versatility. We all know that last year he was our inside corner who came in for Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis is back. So now they're moving Daron Bland on the outside, and he's able to play man coverage versus a lot of good wide receivers in the NFL. And we're going to need him to continue to do so as the season progresses, with great play by Daron Bland there. Now, this is the play that he mentioned in the post-game interview. So you see him lined up top, and you're going to have Mac Jones is going to flush out of the pocket. Now, this isn't a Mac Jones video because he's not my quarterback, so I don't care. But as a quarterback, I don't care if you're playing Madden, Pee Wee, whatever. You don't throw crossfield like this. You just don't. Now, he got lucky and was able to make a completion, but this is something you just not supposed to do. I don't care what level of football you're playing. So he was able to get the completion. But what I like about it is Daron Bland put that in his mental notebook and says, okay, I dare you to try that again. You're supposed to throw crossbody and throw crossfield because you have cornerbacks sitting there that can definitely make a play on the ball. And it just shows the instincts of Daron Bland and say, you know what, you got me slipping this first time. It's not going to happen again. Mac Jones flushes out and just throws it away. And that was a pick 6. Daron Bland takes that to the crib, man. We were going crazy because he snatched it. And this is what I was talking about yesterday, the F around and find out. A lot of people say, who's this 5th round pick out of Fresno State? I really don't know much about him. Trayvon Diggs is gone. I'm just going to test him. Nah, you're going to pay the price. Is what's going to happen. On this next play right here, it shows the awareness of Daron Bland. So you'll see him lined up below. It's going to come up top, right? Because they got trips up top. And just the communication, and also this from a whole, just from the Cowboys standpoint, the communication with our secondary was a lot better than what we experienced versus the Arizona Cardinals. So you'll see him up here in bunch. All right, so J-Ron got the inside. Daron Bland's able to get the outside, this flat route. And once again, inside shoulder, and makes a jump on the play for another interception, man. Good instinct. This is ball hawking ability. And so I like the things that Daron Bland is able to do, because even though he's still a very young player, he has awareness, and he also has the capability that if he gets his hands on the ball, he's going to come down with it. So he has that talent that Diggs possesses as well, right? But just the knack of awareness to get into that inside shoulder and intercept Mac Jones once again, trying to get off into that flat. Let's watch it from this angle here. Like I said, he is growing quickly. And I know the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff love what they found. They found the gym. They found the gem. Like I said, right there, inside shoulder, making a play on it. He's already making a cut on that ball before it's pretty much released. And he just has a thirst for getting turnovers, which is something that Mike McCarthy has talked about, because we always talk about here on this channel, right? The turnover margins, that matters. It really does matter, and Daron Bland definitely helps us there. With this play right here, now it's going to be a completion, but even though Daron Bland is a small corner, he's not your big physical corner. The one thing I like about Daron Bland, he'll finish a tackle. Like, he's feisty. So it's not like he's just a small corner that can just cover and make plays on the ball. Now, is he the best in pretty much in run defense? Probably not, right? That's not where you really want him, but he's a secure tackler, and he's not afraid to get grimy and dirty if he has to, right? So on this play right here, like I said, just wrapping up and making sure the wide receiver was short of the sticks. So I like the feistiness of Daron Bland. Now, here is what I want to see when it comes to Daron Bland, is that, you know, when we have to cover those speedsters, right? When we have to, on Christmas, you know, covering Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, like, how does he fare against those types of wide receivers? Because he's going to have to be that guy, because let's keep it a buck, y'all. Stephon Gilmore, he's a little long in the tooth, right? So he can't be running out there with no Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I mean, hell, nobody really can. But when it comes to those speedier wide receivers, that is going to be the matchup to Terry McLaurin's, and, you know, the list goes on and on that we're going to face pretty much at the end of the season. But I think for the most part, Daron Bland is really cutting his teeth, and he's growing at a rapid rate, not just from a physical standpoint, but for a mental standpoint, which is very important. On this last play here, you'll see another crossing route. Like I said, it's going to be very important versus the man coverage, right? Can you cover these crossers? And right now, even though that wide receiver slips right in his hip, and honestly, if this wasn't such a miss throw, he probably would have made a play on this ball as well. He's there. I think the quarterback just threw it behind everybody, so there was nowhere to get to it, right? But like I said, these are type of routes that they're going to try to use to beat man coverage. And overall, Daron Bland definitely gives us advantage in man coverage, and especially with our secondary. Whether it was film breakdowns and content and interviews and live shows, you are in the right spot. So click that video right there, because we got more going on this season as the Dallas Cowboys get ready to face off versus the San Francisco 49ers this Sunday night. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and stop throwing that Daron Bland, please. Peace.